Hello friends, how are you? Friends, today topic is about radiation safety. So, radiations, there are two main types of radiations. Number one, uh, ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation. Uh, the definition of ionizing radiation is radiation that causes ionization in the material that absorbs it. Non-ionizing radiation definition: radiation that does not cause ionization in the material that absorbs it. Types of non-ionizing radiation: number 1, ultraviolet; number 2, visible light; number 3, infrared; number 4, microwaves; number 5, radio waves. Health effects of non-ionizing radiation. Number 1, UV ultraviolet. Health effects are redness and burns to skin, example sunburn; pain and inflammation on eyes leading to temporary blindness, call arc eye; skin cancer, permanent aging of skin. Number 2, visible light health effects: temporary blindness, permanent eye damage if intense, example high powered laser. 3, infrared health effects: redness and burns to skin, eye cataracts over time. 4, microwaves health effects: absorbed and cause internal heating, high doses cause internal organ damage and could be fatal. 5, radio waves, same way as microwaves. Next one is occupational source of non-ionizing radiation. Number 1, ultraviolet. Occupational sources: sunlight, arc welding. Number 2, infrared, red hot steel in a rolling mill, glass manufacture. Number 3, visible light, laser leveling device, laser pointer. Number 4, microwaves, microwave oven in food factory. Number 5, radio waves, radio, TV, radar, antenna, like that. These are the occupational sources. Next one is control measures for non-ionizing radiation. Number 1, ultraviolet, cover exposed skin, eyes, example wear sleeve, gauntlets and full face welding visor to protect eyes. Number 2, infrared, cover exposed skin and eyes by using face visor, uh, overall, gauntlet, goggles, spectacles. Number 3, microwaves and radio waves, enclose source design microwave box to contain radiation, maintain safe distance, isolating the power. Number 4, laser, degree of protection depend on class of laser, low class or high class laser. So these were the control measures for non-ionizing radiation. Next one is uh, ionizing radiation. Types of ionizing radiations are alpha, particles, beta particles, X rays, gamma rays, and neutrons. So, health effects of non-ionizing radiation, as health effects of ionizing radiation. Number one, acute effects: sickness, diarrhea, hair loss, anemia due to red blood cell damage, reduce immune system due to white blood cell damage. Number two, chronic effects: cancer, genetic mutations, birth defects. And next one is occupational source of ionizing radiation. Alpha particles, number one, smoke detectors and science labs. Number two, beta particles, science labs and thickness gauges. Number three, X-rays, medical radiography, and baggage security scanners. Number four, gamma rays, industrial radiography for non-destructive testing of metals and welds. Number five, neutrons, nuclear power stations. So these were the occupational source of non-ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation. Basic controlling measures of ionizing radiations are: number one, time, minimize duration of exposure. Number two, distance. If greater the distance, lower the dose. Alpha beta particles cannot travel long distance through air. Number two, shielding. Use of shielding and use thin shield to contain alpha and beta particles. X-rays, gamma rays required thicker, denser material such as lead. General public not be exposed 1 MSV per year. Occupational exposure shall not exceed 20 MSV per year. So these were the these were the controlling measures for ionizing radiation. I think these are the important points which I discussed with you about the radiation safety, which is based on ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation, and there are further subtypes which included their health effects, their occupational sources, and their controlling measures.